this office. I pray when my hand act up. I'm so sick of this. I'm so sick of it. Freaking dirty mother effers. Hello. Welcome back to ASMRTheChew, and I'm your girl Spirit. And today, I just want to talk to y'all because I am so overwhelmed, and I'm heartbroken, and I'm sad. Okay, so starting out in 2021, in November, I was on my way to Hobby Lobby. I was excited. I was so excited because we were buying things to decorate the table with, you know, so that we can give you like a better experience. And every day I had to have my hot coffee every day. Like I went to a fast food and a lot of people don't serve decaf, and this one particular fast food served decaf. And when I went through the line, it was like 7 o'clock. I ordered my coffee. The line was long. I don't care about being in line. I'll wait and everything. When it comes to my coffee, we had already had a long day. So, going to go get my hot coffee and Nadine getting her cold drink. We was just excited. And then the lady took my order. I asked for a large decaf hot coffee, you know, vanilla, whatever. And she told me the price, which was for a large. And when I finally got to the window, because the line was so long, she told me she actually tried to hand me the coffee at the register window, which I was surprised because normally you pay and then you go to the next window. But I paid, and then she came back with the coffee, and I was like, what is that? And she was like, your coffee. I said, I ordered large. She said, oh, okay, yeah. And she said, can you do me a favor? Can you move up behind those cars up there? And mind you, it was already like 4 cars moved up. I don't know why they were so busy, but they were. Well, I do know. I mean, so, you know, certain places are always really busy. So I moved up, and I was just conversating and talking about my day and talking about some things with my daughter. And next thing you know, I was like, dang, none of the cars are getting their food, their drinks, and what is going on? And finally, the car in front of me got their stuff in. They pulled off. Now the car turned around, came back. I guess the order was wrong or something. I don't know. But he jumped out the car to take his food back in there. The young lady was coming with my coffee, and she looked like she was tiptoeing, but I'm steady talking and everything, so, you know, I'm not worried about that. But when she came to the window, she just came to the window like this, like shaking and everything. So I'm like, I don't know why my brain wasn't like, well, okay, dang, you know, she can barely hold the coffee. So I figured I'll just go ahead and grab the coffee and we get going. So I put my hand out, and she squeezed the coffee. It didn't have no protection on it or nothing. The top popped off, and all the coffee spilled on my hand. And when it did it burned so much. I never felt a burn like that. It burned so much that I was screaming, and the scream wasn't coming out. And next thing you know, she went and got me some ice, and I put it on my hand, and then it made my hand feel like it was bubbling, like I was cooking. So I ended up going to the emergency room, and the emergency room gave me a shot, told me I had second-degree burn, and it just stopped like within a day or so, like burning. But after 9 days, my hand kept burning, so I ended up going to go see my regular doctor. My regular doctor checked me out, looked at my hand and everything, and she gave me some cream, and then she told me she stopped burning. I had to go back because it's still burning. Kind of find out I had nerve damage. Cutting the story short, I'm not going to go through everything. The doctor said I had nerve damage, so I started experiencing really terrible pain. Started getting worse and worse. So she changed my medication a couple of times, and she finally gave me medication that kind of work, but don't kind of work. Like, you can still feel the zaps, the zips, and the needle and everything. And sometimes the medication just don't work at all. Between all of that, I went and got a lawyer to help me, and my lawyer, she's a good lawyer, a good lawyer, and she told me, she had my case for about a year. She said that we need litigation lawyers, and she didn't have the funding for litigation, so she got me with a litigation lawyer, and it was a team. It was a team, and he called me and told me that the company want to settle, but they feel like for what I've been through and going through, that it's not sufficient, so they didn't want to settle, that they're going to take the case to court. So now, mind you, I'm with this second lawyer in 2022. I'm with them now, 22, 23, 24, 25. They called me, they told me we was going to go to court. They said they had a court date, and we was going to do litigation, all that. And somehow or another, I'm feeling, I could be wrong, but I remember the team of lawyers that I had. It's the same lawyer's office, but I feel like it's a whole new set of people, or something just ain't right. But my lawyer called me and told me that they added on another $10,000 to the offer that they offered, and he want me to take the offer, and he doesn't want to go to court. He don't think we should go to court now. My first lawyer teamed up with the second lawyer, like she still was teaming up with them, and she told me that these are like litigation lawyers that start at $200,000, right? So they're not gonna take your case unless they know they're gonna win it, So with all of my paperwork, with the fact that I got film, and I didn't even know, all I did was ask Nadine to hold the camera, so she was able to catch it, and she caught it on her phone, and she we put in the incident report. We got all the bills, we got all the testing, the nerve testings and everything, and I was supposed to have surgery, but at the time I wasn't well enough to really have surgery. I knew I wasn't well enough to have surgery. I got burned, I didn't feel good, my body was weak, and then every time the nerves act up, I feel like I'm going through the same thing all over again. So it's like I'm constantly trying to heal, and then I have a good day, then the next day my nerves mess up, then now I'm having a bad day all over again, trying to get myself back healed. Since 2021, it's 2025, and I'm so ready to go to court. I was so excited to get ready to go to court, and finally this will be all over with, and I will get justice. My lawyer freaking called me and tell me that they asked for a continuance with the courts, but he said that he really suggests that I take the settlement. He don't really want to go to court. He don't want to go to trial. And then my lawyer sent me to Dr. doctor's office, and the doctor told me that I need pain management and I need that surgery, and I have nerve damage, and they was gonna help me. The lawyer, he said all he needed was permission from the lawyer to continue on. That's it. So then the lawyer calls me and says, I think that you should take this settlement because I don't think no jury will really like be on your side, you know. And I said, well, why wouldn't they be on my side? I mean, at least they would hear what happened to me. And he said, well, I've done this a long time, and it's just, you know, sometimes you go to court and you'll get less than what they offer you and things like that. He told me that he want me to take the settlement, and he don't want to go to court. He don't want to go trial, although he got me a court date, went to court and asked for continuance because I'm still seeing the doctors. Then he said, if you want, you can go ahead and get another lawyer, you know, just take the settlement because we decided that we don't want to go to court. I said to him, I said, you the one filed the court, you filed the claim for the court. Your office told me that they wanted to go to court, they didn't want to settle. What is going on? And he says, well, I just feel like at this point you really should take the settlement because they offered this and they offer another $10,000. Okay, what they offer is not gonna pay all my bills. It's not. Some of my medication cost me almost $200 that I paid for out my pocket. Some of my doctors I paid for. And I have nerve damage till this day from hot coffee that someone spilled on me. And it shouldn't have never happened to me. I feel like my life has been turned upside down. I have to compensate, overcompensate, trying to make it every single day and trying to get through every single day and not think about what had happened to me and what I'm going through. And then I go through something every time my hand act up. It just does something to me. It brings down my spirit. And right now I'm so hurt. I'm so hurt. I was with my lawyer. Since 2022. The first lawyer that teamed up with them, I was with her for 2021. And her office didn't have litigation lawyers, so she went and got litigation lawyers to work with her. And I've been with them since 2022. This is 2025. And I finally got my court date. And now they call me back and tell me they don't want to uphold the court date. I need a lawyer. I need a product liability lawyer. I need a lawyer that's gonna fight for me. And I asked him, is he fighting for me? Because at one point, I felt like his secretary had called me one day, and she was just so ghetto. She was ghetto as heck. She called me, and she was telling me that I had got a settlement. I think they offered me like, I think 1, 2, 3, maybe 4, maybe 5 different settlements. And she said that the lawyer wanted to know if I wanted to take it. So I said no. And she said, even said that we was gonna have to run in Hobby Lobby and we was gonna have to make it fast because they took so long. I was there by 7. I didn't get my coffee until like 7:25 or 7:27, something like that. And she come walking and with a hot coffee and spilled it on me. I wake up in the middle of the night. I can't go to sleep until my hand is calm. Then once my hand is calm, my body start going through something like if I got cut or something. My health has been declining ever since I got burned. And I feel like I'm fighting against a force. I'm doing everything I can to try to figure out how I could be okay. When I tell you, I'm so mad right now. I'm so upset. I'm telling you, when I first met the lawyers, they was going hard. They was fighting for me. I don't even know. Like, what I called the office one day because I was upset because the person that I normally deal with wasn't there. The lawyer that I normally deal with wasn't there. And then the person that I dealt with, I told them that they were unprofessional. They were ghetto. And I want to talk to the lawyer who took my case. And they trying to tell me that the lawyer that I'm dealing with at this office always been my lawyer. And no, yeah, the office been my lawyer, but that lawyer was not my lawyer. Betrayed. I feel like my lawyer backstabbed me. I feel like my lawyer act like they were working with me, but they was really working for the corporation. That's what they was working for. They was working for that fast food corporation. And what they did was, like, PAYTON, they kept trying to get me to take a settlement. And the lawyers in the beginning from the same office said no. They're not going to take anything under a certain amount. And that they were going to court. They was filing a lawsuit. I finally got a court date. I'm sitting up here saying like, okay, dang, it's been 4 years. I finally got a court date. And my lawyer tell me that he don't feel like a jury is going to reward me. Tell me something. I know you in pain. And I know you got burned. And I know you been through a lot. He said, but there's just some things you can't take to court or you can't say in court. So because of that, I think you should take the settlement. And I said, well, where's this coming from? Where's this coming from? This is the same person who told me that they was going to fight for me. What is going on? I'm so overwhelmed right now with my thoughts. I'm so tired of stuff. I am. So you decide that today, I'm gonna tell you what's weird. What's weird is I supposed to go back in for another nerve test to compare it to the last one so they can see if it's the same or got worse, which I know it would be worse. I was supposed to get pain management, and I had a doctor that was working with my lawyer, and they said that all he needed was permission from the lawyer to continue treating me. The lawyer calls me and tells me, well, I just feel like it's just gonna be more money for bills, and this is the amount of bills that you got. And I think this is a great offer. I think this is a top offer, and I think I really recommend that you settle. The same lawyers, the office team that told me that they was gonna fight for me and they was not gonna accept anything under a certain number. And I'm hurt right now because he told me, oh, you could go ahead and try to find you a new lawyer. How? It's you got 2 years to file a claim. I filed my claim. I filed my claim right away. Right away. I had me a good lawyer who went and got me litigation lawyer. I don't know who's in that office. I don't know if they put the office out. I don't know what's going on. But I know it's not the same people who was fighting for me. And I cannot believe. I can't believe it. I can't believe that he would go and get a court date. We finally going to court and now say, hey, our office is making a decision not to go to court. We want you to take the settlement. I went to physical therapy twice, and you know what? They told me that I need to do physical therapy every 3 months because the nerve damage gets worse over time. My life has been completely different. I'm gonna tell you how different my life has been. When I got burned, I knew I was gonna go through something. I knew it. I ended up to the point where I was just like in bed, and I was taking vitamins, drinking tea, doing everything I can to kind of get my body to try to heal faster. Everything. It got harder and harder to take a step, to walk, to use my cane. And I was like, okay, my body just shut down. Ain't nothing I could do. I was in bed. I had to start really pushing myself. I pushed myself more than I should because I was so scared of becoming bedridden. So I didn't let it stop me. I stood up. I tried to take a step, and the pain was excruciating. But I pushed myself so hard, trying to heal my body. And then, as I started to heal, I told my kids, I'm starting to feel better. Everything will be okay. And then one day, I was driving, and the pain hit me like lightning. I had to swerve off the road because I couldn't drive with the pain. It wasn't like a pinch. It was like a horrible pain. It paralyzed my whole body. I had to pull over. And now I drive a lot slower just in case the pain starts up. But I didn't know at the time that I had like nerve damage. I didn't know. I just knew I was in so much pain and I didn't know how to stop it. You can't take no over-the-counter pain pill and it stop it. Don't work. You can't put no cream on it. It don't stop it. It don't work. As time went on, I my day. It stopped me from cooking. It stopped me from moving all around where I want to. It stopped me from being able to go in the store. I don't like having shutdowns, but I do. The doctor put me on medication, said this should help. And you know what? It do help. It do help. But not all the time. It's effective. There's some days where it just doesn't help. And the only thing I could do is just rest, get through the pain, and then rest my body. And I thought because they put me on medication, I was going to be okay. But one day, I got out of my bed like normal, on my way to walk to the bathroom, and I had no balance. So I sat back down on the bed because it felt so weird. And I stood up again and I fell to the bed. And I was like, okay, let me give myself time. Everything gonna be alright. Maybe I'm just extra tired. And I had to go to the bathroom. So I stood up and I said, I'm gonna just take a step. I stood up and took a step and boom, I hit the floor. It scared me so bad. I had no control of which way I was going. My daughter Nadine helped me get up. And she's like, Mom, you're probably just overtired. And she held my arm and she said, okay, just stay here and then just give it a few minutes and it's gonna be okay. We stood there, holding each other's hand, and she prayed. And she let me go a little bit, like you would do like a child, like a child just starting out trying to walk. She was so nervous. And as soon as she let me go, my body started to go over. Because of this burn, I lost my balance. And that's how you the worst of it. I fell four times. And now I'm dealing with, I gotta have a hip replacement. The cup done broke through the pelvic and I got a hole in my pelvic. And they said they don't even know if I have enough pelvic on the right side to reconstruct it. And then the surgery is gonna be big. I gotta have 3 surgeries just for my leg. I'm overwhelmed about that, and I'm so nervous. But before I go into surgery with that, I gotta have a muscle and skin biopsy, and they told me I'm gonna be asleep longer than usual. Like I said, I'm gonna be asleep by an hour and a half. So I'm really nervous about that. And then right after that, I'll be having the surgeries for my leg. And they said that I might be in the hospital for a week or 2, and I might be in rehab for like 2 months. I done gone through And I try to show up. I try to show up for others because that's what I need in my life. For somebody to just finally show up and just do right by me. Just once. I'm so hurt. I'm so hurt. They could cause me to have bills and bills for the rest of my life and don't have to do nothing about it. I feel devastated. I'm so hurt. I try not to talk about it. I didn't let nobody really know what I was going through. I talked to my Patreons. My Patreons know what I'm going through. My heart hurt. I'm so mad right now. I need a lawyer. I need a lawyer. So if you know a good lawyer, or if you're a lawyer out there, somebody contact me, please. I'm trying not to feel devastated, because it's not good to feel this way. No matter how bad it is, it's just not good. Part of me just want to get in the bed. It don't come out anymore. Just stay in the bed. Don't get up anymore. Just stay there. I'm so sad in this moment. I'm so disappointed in my lawyer. I'm so disappointed. How you get me a court date and call me and you don't want to go to trial? My lawyer did me dirty. Let me say it. I'm saying it wrong. My lawyer's doing me dirty right now. In this moment. He gonna tell me he's sorry. He know I'm hurt. But he feel like the settlement would be great to just take. They went up on the settlement like 5 times. I want to go to court. I just getting out my feelings. I've already been dealing with a lot. I've been so dehydrated. I've been trying to drink a lot of water. I feel like the medication just like it's trying to, the medication that I'm on. I'm seeing a rheumatologist, so I have a severe bone disease, and the medication, I just feel like it's just overwhelming my body. My body is just not taking well to it. I don't know, but they did tell me that the medication was gonna make me gain weight, but I don't I appreciate y'all spirit likes for listening. And I hope it reaches somebody who can help me. I really do. I feel like I've been treated so unfairly. Now I gotta shake it off. I gotta take a deep breath and get through the day. Get through this day. And I'm hoping that now that I let it out, I let y'all know what was going on, that my tears will stop. I cannot believe that the lawyer I'm dealing with wants to settle. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. And the lawyers that's within the same office, the team that I was dealing with, refused to settle. They were waiting to go to court. All this time I've been waiting to go to court. And then tell me I could find another lawyer. How? How? It's been over 2 years. You don't already filed a lawsuit. How? Oh. I just feel like my lawyer went for me. This lawyer, I don't know who he is. But the people that was working in the office are no longer working. He has a whole new team. And this team is not Team Spirit. When I first dealt with my litigation lawyers, they told me that they hoped that I could go the long run, because the long run is getting justice, and we're gonna go to court and we're gonna fight. And I was down with the long run. And now the people that were in the office that I talked to are not there. And I know I keep saying that. I think I'm in shock right now. I think I'm stressed. I'm overwhelmed. Heartbroken. I'm so hurt. And I don't know. Like, when stuff like this happen, how do I get through another moment, another day, another week, another month, another year? How? This is just one of the worst things that happened to me. Added to the freaking list. But I'm gonna be alright. I'm gonna go wash my face with some hot water and put some aloe on. I'm gonna move forward. I'm gonna move forward. I'm supposed to be celebrating the channel's birthday. So I hope that give myself a couple of days. Cause right now I'm so heartbroken, my chest hurt. My chest hurt. I'm gonna celebrate the channel's birthday. We've been here on YouTube for 10 years. We had our ride and dies with us, OGs with us for 10 years. And when I could barely make it sometime, the SOLs came through. They came through, they helped me. That's why I'm able to still be here. I got a few things I gotta do, and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it with grace. And sometimes you don't know what God got for you. I had a friend from church call me, and I remember her saying, no matter how much a person have, no matter what type of lifestyle they live, everybody go through something. And if they say they don't, they lying. And she said everybody needs somebody. So she called me, talked to me, and to tell me that she appreciate me. She said that I could go ahead and try to get another lawyer. And I think I called like 5 or 6 lawyers. They all saying the same thing as what this lady is saying, that my lawyer already filed a lawsuit. And they said they looked it up. They see it. They see my lawsuit. I'm so shocked right now. I'm shocked. I feel like my lawyer purposely took over my case and let a lot of time go past. Finally files the lawsuit or get a court deed, and then call me up and tell me he wants me to take the settlement. And if I don't take the settlement, they're gonna drop my case. I don't know why this happened to me. I don't know why this happened to me. Why this had to happen. It's so easy to feel sorry for yourself in moments like this. But I gotta remember, no matter how bad it get, I gotta pick up my cross and carry it. Nobody had it, never ever had it as bad as Jesus. The Lord knows. I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand this. How do we go from him being excited? He was so excited to go to court. He took me to the steps to get ready to go to court. And he telling me that he don't feel like a jury is gonna reward me. He already making a decision before we go. Even with everything we got, he said, yeah, I know we got this, I know we got that, and I know you in pain, and I know you've been through a lot, and yes, and yes, you have this, you have that, but I just feel like when you go to court with big companies like this, they just like decide, they just don't. He said, I know I've been doing this for years. Okay, then why did you file a lawsuit? Why did you take my case if you felt like you couldn't win it? He been telling me this whole time that he got A, B, C, and D, and all he need is D. And when he finished with D, like when I finished my treatment, when I finished my pain management and had my surgery, that's it. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, he doesn't want me to see the doctor anymore. He doesn't doesn't want me to have my test. He doesn't want me to have my surgery. He telling me that I can just take the settlement and pay for the surgery and the doctors. What? I said, well, what about pain management and physical therapy? I'm gonna always have bills. Oh, I know. I'm sorry about that, but I think this is a nice settlement, and I just feel like we should take it. It sounds like my lawyer's money hungry. Like he gotta pay rent for his office building, so he's just ready to take the settlement and don't want to fight for me anymore. Okay, I'm moving on. I'm moving on. Oh, I got so much I'm about to go through. And it's so hard to just continue believing in yourself. It's hard. Continue showing up for others. And right now, I feel like my cross is so heavy. I'm just gonna continue praying. And whatever God will, it's just God will. I'm gonna move forward. I'm gonna move forward. It's gonna take a minute. It's gonna take a minute. I think I'm in shock right now. I don't know. I feel like my lawyer was bought out. I feel like they bought him out. I feel something ain't right. I'm gonna have to make it the best way I can. I'm so shocked right now. I'm gonna go. So send me good energy. Send me love. Send me life. And if you believe in God, the good God, God is good. Pray for your girls. Pray for me. I just know, you know how you know you've been done dirty. I just know, like again and again. If you're listening, I need